If you're sick of the exhausted employee rat race, becoming a fashion freelancer is the best way to keep doing the work that you love, but on your own terms. It's also how you can make the most money in fashion. But if you're not getting as many clients as you want, aren't getting the rate you deserve, and feel like the hustle is exhausting AF, you're probably making a lot of really common mistakes. I'm going to tell you 5 things they don't tell you about becoming a successful fashion freelancer. You won't learn this stuff in fashion school, and you won't find any other fashion freelancers out there talking about this. That's because our industry is so tight-lipped. Now make sure you stick around till the end to number 5, because I'm going to share the only freelance site I recommend for finding clients in the fashion industry. Hi, I'm Heidi, and after working in the fashion industry and having my own brand, I was sick of being overworked, underpaid, and I almost burnt out in the industry. But then I discovered freelancing, where I earned over $100,000 a year doing the work that I loved with a ton of freedom and flexibility. After a decade of freelancing, and just to be clear, I'm not talking about that temp job freelancing where you show up and look like and act like an employee. I'm talking about true remote freelancing. I did this for a decade, and now I spend most of my time educating aspiring freelancers like you how to kick ass and become successful fashion freelancers. Make sure to hit subscribe and tap that bell button to be notified of new videos. All right, 5 secret things they don't tell you about becoming a successful fashion freelancer. Number 1, don't try to do everything for everybody. I call this the mall food court of freelancers, and it's exactly what you don't want to be. If you're pitching yourself as a denim and lingerie and kids wear and handbag designer, and oh, I can also do social media and minor website edits, you're a mall food court freelancer, and it's really unattractive. Think about the food at the mall food court. It's cheap, it's low quality, it's kind of disgusting. Instead, you want to be that boutique cupcake shop that only sells cupcakes, or that specialty ice cream shop that only sells ice cream. Do one thing, do it really well, and you will have great customers that are happy to pay a higher price for your specialized services. Number 2, don't jam everything into your portfolio. I call this portfolio vomit, where you literally just kind of everything you've ever done into your portfolio. Just like the mall food court, you don't want to toss everything out there. Whether you're experienced with 5, 10, 20 years of work history, or you're just coming out of fashion school, I see this problem with so many fashion portfolios. Just like your services should be niche and focused, so should your portfolio. Only highlight the work that you're going to specialize and pursue, whether that's sustainable swimwear or tech packs just for outerwear companies. That's all you need to put in your portfolio. A couple projects is more than enough to show the brands that you're the right freelancer. Number 3, this is probably the biggest mistake all freelancers make. Stop undercharging. There is so much psychology to pricing, but the bottom line is that cheap prices attract cheap clients. And cheap clients are the worst. They're demanding, unfocused, and you usually have to chase payment. Set a fair price that you deserve, and pro tip, it's probably higher than you think it should be. If you want some specific tips on setting industry standard rates, I cover that in my free limited time training, 1 week to 1K. I'll show you the 5 simple steps that you need to land your first client without business skills or a network. Tap the button on the video or click the link below to get free instant access. Number 4, never work for free. I see a lot of people saying you should do those exposure gigs to get your name out there, but it's a terrible idea. A brand that isn't willing to pay you now is not going to be willing to pay you later. And the exposure that they promise you is never what they hype it up to be. It's abusive to everyone in our industry, so do yourself and everyone else a favor and stop the free work. Number 5, stop looking for clients on Fiverr. The cheap AF clients that are shopping on Fiverr are the same clients that are eating at the mall food court. They want something cheap, inexpensive, and they aren't willing to pay for quality. They are not your client. There are tons of places to find quality clients. I cover all of that in my free limited time 1 week to 1K training. But for now, I will share the only freelance site that I recommend to find clients in the fashion industry. Drum roll, it is Upwork. There are still some meh projects there, but there are some legit ones too. It's the only freelance site that my students inside my Freelance Accelerator program have found massive, amazing success, like charging $60 to $125 an hour, breaking $100,000 and more. Listen, there's a lot of nuances to becoming a successful fashion freelancer. What works in other industries doesn't always work in the wacky fashion industry. If you want to learn step-by-step how to start finding clients and making money, it's what I cover in my free limited time training 1 week to 1K. I'll teach you the 5 steps that you need to get yourself out there, find your first client, even if you don't have a network or business skills. It's totally free. Tap the link in the video or the link below to get instant access. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Heidi, and I'm stoked to teach you all the strategies to become a successful fashion freelancer. It's all the stuff you don't learn in fashion school and that other industry professionals don't share. Check out all my free resources linked below, and if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe. I'd also love to know, of the 5 things that I shared in this video, what was the most surprising? Let me know below in the comments. Now, make sure you stick around to the end for the 5th thing, where you work. What am I saying? That didn't make sense. I said mall court. Okay.